Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well today on this wonderful Tuesday morning. I just wanted to share with you all for the devotion this morning one of my favorite passages about Jesus. It's just so wonderful. It's found in Matthew chapter 8. Starting in verse 1, it says, "When he came down from the mountain, large crowds followed him. Right away, a man with leprosy came up and knelt before him, saying, 'Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean.' Reaching out his hand, Jesus touched him, saying, 'I am willing, be made clean.' Immediately his leprosy was cleansed." And I just, that passage is so powerful. And the reason why may not be so evident when you read through it the first time. You see, back in that day, if you had leprosy or any sort of kind of skin disease, you had to live outside of society. You had to live away from people. You weren't allowed to have contact. You were often alone. And this man has probably been alone for the majority of his life, ever since he had this disease, this leprosy. Because once you had it, it didn't really ever go away. It was basically a death sentence. And he hears about this man named Jesus and how he's healing people and how he's changing people's lives. And he's like, maybe I have a chance. Maybe I have a second chance at life. And so he goes to this Jesus. And Jesus had all the power, all of the authority. All he had to do was say the word and you would be healed. This man would be healed. But that's not what Jesus did. Verse 3 rather says, "Reaching out his hand, Jesus touched him, saying, 'I am willing, be made clean.'" You see, this man, he's probably not had contact with a lot of people for so many years. And the first thing that Jesus does is reach out and embraces him in an act of love. And that just blows my mind how much our Savior loves and cares for us. In this exact moment with this man with leprosy, he knew not only did he need to be forgiven of his sins and have his condition healed, but he needed love. He needed an embrace from another person, another human in the form of Jesus, another embrace of love. And that is just so beautiful. And it reminds me that, no matter what we go through, no matter where we find ourselves in life, no matter what situation we find ourselves in, it's nothing too serious, nothing too deep that Jesus cannot reach out to us. In fact, he cares so much about us that he is willing to go out of his way to reach out to us and touch us in our lives. It's the greatest love that we will ever know. And it was controversial. The people weren't supposed to have any sort of interaction with these people. And yet Jesus reached across those boundaries to love this man in a way that he really truthfully needed. And I am here to tell you this morning that he will do the exact same for you. You just need to call out to him and he'll reach out and touch you. So I hope that encourages you this morning. I know it encouraged me. It's one of my favorite stories in the whole Bible. I love you all. I hope you have a great Tuesday. God bless.